action. Are we actually recording right now?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Okay, here we go.
We're not live, but
live
in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah, live from Alex's. I don't want to be too loud, but holy shit. Where I legit don't even know where to start because this is exactly everything I've been dreaming of ever since I started this podcast. Almost 2 years now in the making, and you know, from starting it in my mom's house, in my bedroom, taking breaks, interviewing my friends, and now having Simi come along, and just starting to keep building on this and trial and error. Now this is the final piece of what I've wanted for this show, and I think it's going to be amazing. I'm so happy that these two, I'm gonna introduce them. I mean, you know one of them already, but introduce this guy over here who made it happen. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Say It Loud podcast. And if you're watching on YouTube, welcome to the visual pod.
Let's
Clap
go.
it up.
Clap, 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 clap. There we go.
There we go. Thank you, Alex. Thank you. Yeah, welcome back to the show. We are recording our first ever visual version of it. Here live in producer man Alex's room, apartment area, aka Magic Fingers.
come on.
That's your nickname. Come on. As always, I'm your host, Anthony Gatlin. With me here, Simi and I in the building. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Back and better than ever. How's it feel, Simi?
It's feeling good. It's feeling new, funky, fresh. Here we are.
Here we are. Like I said, I'm just very grateful that Alex wanted to do this with me. I was bugging him about it for maybe about a year or so?
We've been talking about it for about a year.
About a year. And last night, well, this will be today's Wednesday, so Tuesday. I met him at Waypoint. I ran into him, first of all. Didn't even meet him. Ran into him, came up with a plan right then and on the spot. And then, yeah, so, yeah, this is if you've seen the IG post from the show, oh shit. This is the plan right here.
Yeah.
This is where it started.
You have to tag us in this.
Yeah, I posted this earlier today on the show's Instagram. So this is the plan right here. We're gonna come back.
I need that back. I need a coaster.
You son of a bitch. But yeah, let's
get into it.
Let's get into it. What do you think?
Yeah, how are you feeling? We haven't done this in a while.
I know,
we're like out of flow.
And that's
usually
the thing.
like I'm cruising TikTok for trends. And
I usually have some random story to tell.
Yeah.
But like me and Simi we've both been really busy. Like
so busy.
And it's not like the show was never gonna happen again. It's just shit
I
happens.
went to a wedding. That was fun.
Who got married?
My cousin.
Which cousin?
On my dad's side. You've never met him.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to them.
Yeah. No, it was really fun. Crazy. I've never been on the groom's side for an Indian wedding. I've only been on the bride's side. So it was fun.
Yeah. I don't know anyone that got married, so. I don't know anyone that got married.
No, I've never been to a white wedding either. So I'd like to do that one day.
Who?
Letting all my listeners know, as opposed to letting our listeners know if you want me to go to your wedding. I should rather say an American wedding. Sorry, don't want to exclude.
You can use white or.
But when I mean white wedding, I mean a Christian wedding.
Like a traditional wedding.
Yeah.
No,
it doesn't even have to be traditional. Like in your backyard with an officiant of any sorts. Never been there. No.
That's surprising. You
I've
haven't been to one yet.
only been to Sikh weddings.
You should go
as I
to
age.
a black wedding is really fun. I'll tell you that right now.
And I've never gone. When are you getting married?
That's kind of lit. It's very lit.
Yeah.
When am I going to get? No, that's.
Here we go. I am begging my friends to get married just so I can go to a wedding.
Well, who do you think out of our friend group is going to get married first?
Oh, I don't know. Ellen doesn't believe in the
She doesn't believe in
the
marriage.
institution of marriage. Teddy would get married, but they're like going on like a whole traveling thing in
Aren't
the future.
They in Brooklyn right now?
Yeah, right now they are. And I think they're going to go to Asia, all parts of Asia this coming year. So, if they get married there, I'm going to throw a fucking fit.
They were on the track to get married.
Don't tell me, like, yeah, I don't know. So I don't know who would get married in our friend group first.
Thorne's getting married, right?
Yeah, but they're trying to keep it small. And I keep on saying, like, hey, I want to go. And Teddy's like, oh, they're keeping it small. And I was like, what does that mean?
If me and you aren't at that wedding, I'm going to feel some type of way.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to show up.
Powers family, don't screw us over. Come on.
Don't do it.
It's on video now. It's on video and audio now. So
we've called you out to our millions of subscribers.
soon to be millions. Yeah. So, but yeah, me and Simi just been very busy with life and different things happening and different pieces moving and. But now we're now we're ready to get back at it.
Yeah.
So again, Alex, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
Here we are.
Cheers. First topic at hand. What I don't know.
Healing your inner teen. I'm coming out. I'm coming strong.
Right, she's coming in strong.
We talked about healing your inner child, and we were like, okay, those are your needs, things you need for survival, basic idea of love. But I think your inner teen, as it's been explained to me, is more so the way that you interact with the world and the way you comprehend those interactions and think about them in the future. And you're processing. That is the new thing to heal these days on TikTok.
Really?
And I want to know, first of all, do you think your inner child is healed? And second of all, if it is,
from our last conversation?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, let's just start with that. How's your inner child doing?
Probably, I think my inner child is doing better for sure. I don't know fully.
He's not doing better.
He's doing okay. He's playing in a sandbox somewhere. You know? But I don't know for sure. That's the thing, because I think most of my childhood trauma is from my teen years.
Oh, okay.
So
you feel like most of your needs and you felt loved and you felt like you had a place in your family as a child?
I definitely think so. I don't think my childhood wasn't really that.
So what do you consider you entering teenhood?
Definitely, 12, 13.
Sure.
So.
Okay, I think I still consider that childhood, because I think high school for me is
really
teenage, and that was 15.
I think I had to grow up earlier than a lot of kids, so that's why. That's why I think that way.
Yeah, but I still feel like when you're 12, you don't really, because to me, teen is high school topics. But no, yeah, you're right. Whatever. So 12, I don't know. 10 is when I feel like my inner child was really struggling. So that's why for me, those other years are kind of, I don't really care about them. But okay, talk about you at 12 then. Your inner child still then? Or is that your inner teen at that point, you said?
Inner teen,
okay.
I'd say.
What's up?
Because I did, at that point, I'm 12, so I would have been in 6th grade? 7th grade?
6th, 7th, yeah.
6th, 7th grade. So I think at that time I had a lot of family stuff happening. My mom was kind of in and out of jobs, I think, and it was just very rough for us at that time.
Yeah.
And my father, my biological father, was in prison still. And so I had to deal with that as well. I grew up without my pops, but that's nothing new if you know me. But I guess going into my teens, I don't know. I really think a lot of the stuff I still have to deal with is because of my teenage years, because I was trying to figure out who I was, first of all.
Yeah.
Especially going to Middleton, being one of the very few African-American kids there.
Yeah.
And trying to fit in with people that I don't really relate to and putting on a front every single day, walking through those doors. and being like, oh, my life is fine. But in reality, not really. Like I go home and I like hate the way my living situation is. And it wasn't terrible, but it's like, I wanted more. Even like now at my age right now, I'm 23. I still want more out of life. And I think I've achieved a lot. I think my teenage self would really be proud of me right now. Yeah. Honestly, I think he would. I think he would think I've been pretty cool, actually.
Cool.
But I wanted so much out of life when I was a teenager, and I worked so hard to get there, and I failed. And I think I'm in a pretty good place right now as to where I'm going to continue to build on that and get more out of whatever it is I want in life, which is obviously this. And
your inner teen is healed.
My inner teen is healed now. Yeah. But like making this something I can change someone, like my life and your life and Alex's life and someone else's life as well. So just getting, I don't know, just achieving my dreams, I guess. Like my inner teen is hungry to see myself succeed even more.
But I think that's just you right now then, right?
No.
Because from my vague understanding of what your inner teen is more like you having issues with the way that you're interacting with other individuals. Because right now this sounds like motivation. Well, this sounds like you thriving.
Well, I mean, I still have like interactions with people that I don't really care for when I was a teenager.
Yeah, but do you have any like internal battles where like, okay, like, oh damn, I'm a people pleaser, and it's because as a teen, like I felt insecure about my place in the world, so I spent a lot of time people pleasing, and me healing my inner teen is me like doing things I want to do, or like my parents controlled me a lot. Now I like don't give a fuck.
Are you talking about yourself or?
No, I feel like I was rebellious, man. I was fucking crazy. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know you until sophomore year.
Yeah. I was doing crazy shit. I was like sneaking out.
I didn't know this.
Yeah. Well, I would go to like Arya's house, but like.
But you weren't like doing coke in the bathroom.
Not coke.
Okay, not coke.
And it wasn't in a bathroom.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying is like, I feel like I had that rebellious stage, but what I feel like I wasn't necessarily like, I mean, I had a couple of parties at my house, but I didn't like go to parties, and I wasn't like interacting as a teen. I felt like I was still like an adult.
Got you.
I wasn't reckless, maybe is the word. I don't know.
So,
I don't know. Maybe I was.
That's so, because me, I mean, I know about like, I mean, you would have like people over. I mean, I was one of those people that would come to your house.
Yeah.
And like, we would just eat food and stay up until like 2 a.m. and like go on long drives and stuff.
Yeah. So that's why I feel like that part of my teenage years feels fulfilled.
Okay. I guess I don't. Now I don't know. You're really making me think now.
Oh yeah, I'm putting you on the spot. This is on the spot therapy.
I didn't know this turned into therapy with Simi.
Isn't it?
It's supposed to be the Say It Loud podcast.
Well, we're saying it loud, therapy style. Have you seen that TikTok trend that it's like, I don't need therapy, I need to fight my dad's side of the family? It's like, I don't need therapy, I need to fight the school nurse. You know, like something weird like that. For you, what would that be?
Me fighting the school nurse?
No. It would be like, I don't need therapy, I need blank. What would be yours?
I don't need therapy. I need
Who do you need to fight?
That's the thing. I don't want to fight anyone. But if I have to, I will.
I'm trying to think like, who would I need to fight, or who do I need to like confront?
Nope, I have one person.
Okay.
Or is it something that you need?
Oh yeah.
Not that I need. I don't need this anymore. All right,
okay.
Let me be clear. I don't need this or this person anymore.
Okay.
Because I've done very well on my own without them. Anthony.
What?
Anthony.
Your name.
biological father.
Oh, I was like yourself.
I don't call him my dad.
Okay.
So I don't refer to him as my dad or my father. I call him by his name.
Sure.
Because he hasn't been much of one. So not that I need to fight him, but I need to tell him about himself because not even like with me, like my siblings and just like other people in general, how he's screwed them over and is just like not a great human being.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. I don't need therapy. I need to fight Anthony the First. Can we call him that?
Yeah, he's the first. Yeah.
So then you're the second.
I am. I'm junior.
Wow. Yeah. What?
You know this.
Oh my God.
You know this.
I do. In the back part of my mind, a memory was unlocked because the first time I heard you were a junior, I also had that same reaction.
What's my middle name?
I don't know. You don't know mine either.
I do.
What is it?
Simranjeet.
It's everywhere on social media. So the fact that you don't know, that would be sad.
Not Rose.
No. What the fuck? I'm not white. Almost every other core, or damn it, I just said it. It's Core.
Core.
Kaur. Every other like sick girl has that middle name. It means like lioness. Yeah. It's like, so Ivraj is Singh. So is my dad's and like every other guy in our family.
Okay.
But what's your middle name?
Jerome.
Jerome, I knew that because I told Britball and we talked about it for like weeks. We just would be so like Anthony Jerome Gatlin.
What is so interesting about that?
I don't know. It just rolls off the tongue so easy. Anthony Junior Jerome. Would it be Junior Anthony Junior Jerome or
no,
Anthony Jerome Gatlin Jr.? Oh yeah,
that's
tattooed on my forehead.
Please don't do that. But yeah, I think that's the one person I would, in order to heal my and of course you would never fight actually, but like fight and then you would heal. But damn, what would I need? I think I would need to just like fight the world, maybe. Really? Just
generally the world. If you saw me fighting somebody, who do you think I would need to fight?
I'm trying to think of like who your like most bitter enemy is. Yeah, because there's a lot of them.
Oh, what? I don't have bitter enemies.
Who would you fight?
There are people I dislike because of their values and they don't have morals. But I don't feel like I think about them daily where I'm like, oh, I gotta fight them. Like you have like a serious reason to be like, okay, Anthony Sr., I'm gonna fight you, you know? I don't think I have anyone like that.
I think you do.
Okay, spill beans.
I think, like you said, the world. I think.
Oh yeah.
With like you being a brown girl in today's society, you know who I think you need to fight?
Who?
Lily Singh.
I actually have a newfound compassion for Lily Singh.
Really? When did that happen?
She was on a podcast recently. I don't know which podcast, but she was just kind of talking about her life and. There was so much sincerity and actual genuine reflection happening at the time that she was talking and sharing her life on this podcast that I was like, yes, you needed to go through that experience. Maybe the world needed that experience to realize not to idolize people, one, but then two, like she realized her own mistakes too. But she's also going through her own shit, you know? I don't know much about her and I didn't really even like listen to the whole podcast. I just listened to bites. And I think collectively, the Brown Girl TikTok group, we forgave her.
Okay.
We did. We were like, okay, girlie, you were going through some stuff.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
You don't have to fight Superwoman.
I think the world is a good thing just because like I have certain tips that I would need to. I'll think on that. I should have thought about it beforehand.
Well, when it comes to the world, can you think of anything specifically
the
that the world has?
The patriarchy and capitalism, period.
Yeah, especially now.
I need to fight them. Yeah. I don't know. I also don't like the word fight because I like to sit down and have a cup of coffee and talk it out.
So you want to have a debate?
Not even. I just want to hear your opinion and then
squabble.
And I just want to kill it with kindness, but not kill it, slightly turn your turn your worldview on its side, you know? If you could do that for individuals, I think that's the most impactful thing.
Yeah, well, me and Alex actually were having a conversation about what was his name? Dino?
Dino, yeah.
Yeah, Dino. When I came in yesterday to Waypoint, I guess Alex and Dino know each other. And Alex is telling me about how Dino is kind of like is he Iranian? What is he?
I don't know for sure, but he knows a lot of friends that are Albanian.
Albanian? And Alex was telling me that Dino, like he had a conversation with Dino about like what's being sexist or...
It was sexual harassment in the workplace.
Okay,
in a restaurant, because he owns a restaurant.
Yeah. So the conversation of Dino and sexual harassment in the workplace, and Alex was like trying to get, and this is an older guy, European man.
Sure.
And Alex is having this deep conversation with him, and then what did he say? He said,
he turns around and then goes to the bartender. I like those shorts.
So he says, I like those shorts to the bartender after they just had this extensive conversation about sexual harassment and all this other stuff. And I guess I was explaining to Alex how like people, this is going to sound, I don't know if I should say this.
I have a really controversial opinion that I could share.
That's why, because when I said it yesterday, I was like, damn, I don't know if I should. If that's
I know.
The right.
Okay.
But
let me look in the camera and say this. This is a safe space to actively and critically analyze your own comments. So we might say stuff that we're like, you know what? That said in a different context could be bad. So I want to say that, but also holding ourselves accountable to not, saying crazy fucking shit. Like we're not out here like saying slurs.
We're not perfect.
Yeah, okay. I won't even be like, speak for yourself. No, we're not perfect. But
I'm not. I know.
Because okay, let me try to put my thoughts together on this. Because I think, wait, why don't you start with your controversial opinion, then I'll follow up with another one.
All right, here we go. Hey, Alex, does this suck yet or what?
He's just...
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right.
He's like, I don't know if
I want to be associated with this.
My gimbal keeps failing, and I gotta keep hitting record here, but
Gimbal. Thimble. 3, 5, 4. No.
I've done this episode.
But okay, what I said to Alex yesterday was America is very racist, sexist, homophobic.
Yeah.
Right. This is my opinion. I think that in Europe, it's like people in America know that stuff is fucked up. People in Europe, I don't know if they have like a really true
That's not controversial. That's the truth. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on.
Not controversial.
Let me tell you my story. I went to New Zealand to study abroad for a semester, and there were a lot of Europeans there. There were Americans, and there were a couple of people from Asia, but they were long-term international students. So while they hung out at the same parties and events as us, because the international students would throw events for us, but the study abroad international students, we were like primarily Europeans and Americans. When we would talk to the Europeans, they had a very different perception of what racism is. And racism to them is walking up to a black person and being like, you don't deserve rights. That's racism to them. And their idea of what the racial gradient is also very different. Like they were like, you're not a person of color to me. They were like, you're not a person of color because you're not black. So in their head, if you're not black, and this is overgeneralizing, me like pointing right into the camera. This is overgeneralizing based on the people we met, but it was a wide variety of people from different countries like France. People from the UK were really cool. They were pretty much like American because I think we consume a lot of the same media, but like every other European country, like the Germans, the people from France, French people, Switzerland, like Finland, like all of these people kind of had a similar idea of racism where it was only really affecting black people. And if you were brown, okay, and I'll also interrupt to myself on this thought, is that I guess to a certain extent too, like I'm a part of a model minority. Like Indians are a model minority where, you know, based on the way that immigration works and it's not necessarily a point system in the US, but they favor people with master's degrees. So a lot of Indians that come here have higher education. Like my mom had an easier time because she had a master's in chemistry. But fun fact, my dad was an illegal immigrant. So he got here with...
I did know that.
He did not have very much education. Yeah, he's crazy. Crazy cat. But so I get that I'm part of a model minority, but I think in a lot of Europeans' mindset, that doesn't count as racism. And they also are, especially my roommate who's from Switzerland, a very, very nice person. And she was very kind to me, but she had a very different understanding of bigotry as well. She didn't really understand why women wear hijabs and stuff. So it was kind of like both of those kind of intersected at times when we would talk about racism. And she would like bring up bigotry at the same time when we're like, oh no, those are separate issues. But in her head, they were the same. Mm-hmm. So I don't even remember what you like brought up, why we brought up this conversation. You were saying that in America, like sexism, like we know that's wrong and it happens, but they don't even know it's wrong.
They don't they don't realize the error of their ways.
Sure.
So Alex had this conversation with him, this long conversation, and then he goes and does that, and Alex is like, "What the fuck, man?" But like you said, I think most Europeans don't have that like mindset to be like, "Oh, that was really fucked up for me to say," or like,
yeah,
you know, I shouldn't think that way. Like they kind of are. Like in their own world, you know, which is why I don't think I would really want to live in Europe.
In a smaller...
As a black man, I don't even want to live here.
I don't even want to live. No, I'm just joking. No, I do. I really do want to live. Just jokes. No, I think in bigger cities, that's not the case. But I think we as Americans like see Europe as this like, wow, it's like moving into socialism, healthcare provided for everyone. People are paid during COVID. Like we look at it as this utopia, but we don't realize how homogenous their smaller cities are. I mean, even outside like the capital, everywhere else is pretty homogenous. People look just like each other. They've had the same like, you know, customs. I think even like England is pretty homogenous outside of like its big cities, right? Mm-hmm. That's where the diversity is and that's where it's thriving. And that's probably why they stick there, is because there's that diversity and they don't want to like go into the countryside. I don't know. But yeah.
But I
in totality, I agree.
To bring it back though, I don't even know what I brought it back to.
Sexism in the workplace. In restaurants. And
you healing your inner teen somehow brought that up.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to fight the world because of capitalism. Right. Is that maybe where we started from?
I think so.
Probably. Maybe not.
But anyway, I told that story because it was a very fucked up story that Alex told me.
Yeah. And now I feel worse about my controversial opinion.
Oh, we didn't even get to yours. Oh, shit.
Okay.
I'm here for it now.
It is no secret that I am recently on Book Talk. And Book Talk can range for a lot of things. So I read a lot of fantasy. I grew up reading like Percy Jackson. So love like Greek mythology. And I read a little bit of Aragon. That's not like Fae elves stuff, but it's Fae elf adjacent in my opinion. Fae, like F-A-E, and fairies in that sense, not like Tinkerbell. Also, I feel very vulnerable saying this out loud, so I'm sorry, everybody.
Simi loves Peter Pan.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. No. Just you saying that comment just really shows me you don't know what I'm talking about.
I know.
Because this shit gets weird. Some of these books a lot more smutty. Do you know what the word smut means?
Okay, I have a question. Is it more so on the side of like a Harry Potter, or is it more like have you ever read what is that book called? This kid I would teach loved these books. Fuck, what is it? Anyways,
what's the storyline?
It's just about like different beasts and like mythical creatures and stuff like that.
Is it like by J.K. Rowling as well?
No.
Okay. Because I was going to say Fantastical Beasts or something.
No.
Okay. So there's spicy, there's smut, and then there's like straight up erotica.
You're okay. Never mind. I know where you're going.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying is like some of these fairy things are ranging. I think I'm reading more spicy, but I mean, there's an occasional scene or whatever in these books. So this is me being so vulnerable right now because this is being recorded. But that's healing my inner teen. I'm trying to be vulnerable. Okay. I keep on pointing over here, but I'm pointing at the camera. But what I've noticed is on Book Talk, all of these women are crazy for these like guys in these books. But I bet you if this guy existed in real life, we would cancel him. And I was telling Ivraj, my older brother, about this phenomena, and he agrees because I think to certain degrees it exists in the real world too. When we just talk about people, we're like, oh my God, when he's a 10 but he acts,
oh God,
or he's a 3 but he's this. When these actual people exist, we are so inclined to cancel them. And I'm just astonished on Book Talk when we go feral for these people, like in these guys, particularly in books, but I'm sure people are going crazy for girls too, but these guys in these books, and I'm like, this guy's he's an asshole in real life. This is low-key like possessive, like an abusive, possessive guy, and people like that. And that's why that was my controversial opinion is if a guy in a book is like, oh, I love your shorts, they're like, oh wow, that's a guy who knows what he wants and says it out loud. But when they do it in real life, you're like, no, that's not okay. Mm-hmm. And this is not me even morally saying it's good or bad. I'm just stating the opinion or the observation that I see is that when people are like this in real life, we hate it. But if they're like that in the book or a movie, we're like, wow, he's forward. We love that. No, we don't. That's harassment.
Yeah, I would agree. I would have to agree.
Yeah. But here's another thing is another layer to the story is I think that there are varying degrees to which, people fall. It's like a spectrum, right? Some people do like more forward people. Some people don't. But I just feel like we're very quick to cancel in real life. But like in fantasy or in books or in movies, we're like, that's fine. Like in the Bridgerton series, everybody's like, I don't know if you've watched Bridgerton, anybody. Our followers probably have. But Bridgerton in the first season, Daphne really wants a kid. This is a spoiler. Not that. What I'm going to say now is that she wants a kid, and when she eventually gets married to Simon, he's like, I can't have kids, but he pretty much pulls out every time when they're, having sex.
Does he not know that method is very dangerous?
It's working for him. It's working for him. Obviously, this is like a fictional thing. Yeah. So she pretty much forces him not to. And people are like, that's rape. That's rape. Because he was like, I want to stop having sex at this moment. And she was like, no. Mm-hmm. Tries to impregnate herself in that moment, right? So people are like, that's rape. And some people are like, no, she's getting revenge.
What?
Yeah. Which I'm like, okay, yeah, to a certain level, I'm like, I guess, yeah, she is getting revenge, but that's revenge in the sense that he told her that he can't have kids. Like, and she assumed he was infertile. Okay. And at that time period in like the 1700s or whatever, like moms just didn't tell their kids how babies were made. So she was like, oh, at least he can have sex. Mm-hmm. But she didn't realize it's because he's pulling out. So then she forces him to not. And then
I do not agree with that whole she's getting revenge thing.
Right. But that's what I'm saying is like when it's a fictional character, everything is so like, oh no, it's fine. That's empowerment. She's empowered as a woman. But that's rape. And if that happened in real life, and especially if a man had done that to a woman, oh, hell no. We would have literally torn down his house.
Yeah.
his dukedom would be taken away from him so quickly.
Oh man,
I just find it very fascinating how I think there's a level of appeal to that kind of dominance in a lot of people's heads, and they don't know how to talk about that out loud. Like they find that kind of stuff, not this whole Daphne thing, particularly for these like guys in these books, they find that dominance attractive. But if that happened in real life, you would be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to talk about that.
Well, we're talking about it right now here on the Say It Loud podcast, which...
Because we're saying it loud.
We're saying it loud.
Saying it proud.
We're saying it, which, as I'm going to plug right now, I'm going to do my little plug. If you're watching the podcast on the visual side, subscribe to the channel at the Say It Loud podcast. Share it with people, like, comment, subscribe. Give us questions if you have questions we want us to answer.
Oh my God, they can finally comment. Comment on the video.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think about these characters.
What do you think about these characters or about the show, about us doing this visually now?
Oh my God,
There's
I have
so
another
many different
topic.
avenues we can do now with this.
Yeah. Oh, we should do like, we should literally do like, what is it called? Like those polls.
Like a Q&A.
Oh my God. Fucking love a Q&A.
Like a good Q&A.
We could do this live and pull up if someone's watching it.
See?
Wow. The world is our oyster.
Look at how many we've had. We've unlocked so many different avenues.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There's a Bo Burnham.
You're part of the show,
The
too.
world is our oyster and I'm allergic to shellfish. Anyways.
Yes.
But yeah.
Cut that out. Anyways, here we go.
No, keep it in. I keep all my shit in.
You got your cell phone on you?
I do, yeah.
Can I screw with it? You got it buried in the couch?
It was just behind there. But yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're
Share
listening,
with your friends.
Share with your friends. If you're on the audio version, obviously share that, listen to it.
Yeah.
Get it out there. You can also subscribe on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, whichever one you listen to.
Give us a rating.
Turn on that bell. Right?
Smash that subscribe button. Oh my God, I can finally say that.
Turn on that bell.
Turn on the bell icon so you can know when we post.
See, she's a natural at this.
Here you go, hit play.
Oh, wow. I look like a fucking drunk.
We are. Oh my God, wild.
This is
crazy.
This is amazing. This is button.
Yeah.
I think this is great. And it's only going to get better from here.
It will. Yeah.
With your help and the support, and there's been, again, there's already been enough support as is with this show already. I can only imagine what's going to happen now. So thank you to you for taking the time to listen to this. I don't know. Well, we're not over, but
no, we're not over.
It's not done yet. So don't click off.
I mean, stay. First of all, we were just about to get I was going to bring it back to healing your inner teen.
Yeah.
Of do you think that these people, I've used the word these people a lot. These people. But I wonder if the reason why a lot of these people have very interesting views on their characters and liking characters online, or sorry, in books and stuff, but then if they exist in real person, they're very uncomfortable with it, is because their inner teen isn't healed. Yeah. I know, in the sense I feel because
I'm trying to think of a character that I really like that I probably wouldn't care for, or that I would think is a terrible person in real life.
And you watch Euphoria? Oh, any of those characters? Because they're all very problematic, right?
Oh yeah. Damn. Honestly, what is her name's Sydney Sweeney, but what is her character's name? Cassie. I would have a huge problem with Cassie in real life.
But in the show you like her.
Yeah.
Or you just think she's hot?
No.
You just think she's hot?
No, I at first, because I thought Cassie was, I thought she was a pretty,
so you liked her smart innocence?
Yeah, I guess so. And then she starts messing with, what's his name? I I haven't
Nate.
watched it for Nate.
Bro, I haven't even watched this show, and
Dude,
I know.
There's so many characters in that goddamn show.
Yeah.
But yeah, she starts messing with Nate, and then I'm thinking like, girl, first of all, that was your best friend's like ex-boyfriend. It's kind of fucked up.
But they weren't even dating.
Yo,
okay, I'm sorry.
Because guess what? In real life, that would be a fucking problem, would it not? And it was a problem.
No, there are so many people in our high school. People would date other people's like ex-boyfriends.
But it would be a problem,
like,
though.
no, I feel like
I think so.
That's where the term homie hopper came from, was it not?
I mean, you know what? I guess I didn't know.
I know friend groups in high school and in middle school that would like date each other. It was like a circle, and they would just like flip the circle around, you know, just like that person's not dating that. And now that person's not dating this person. That person's not, you know, it was messy.
But, okay, my thing is with Cassie, though. Cassie knows what Nate did to Maddie, right? She knows all the shit that he did to her. So why would you think, oh, this is a great idea, I'm gonna go be with this toxic person? And that's what
you're saying. Okay, yeah.
So I guess I
Me
like
fighting for Cassie's life. No, yeah, as your example for this would be a person that you'd be attracted to in a show, but like in a real life, like hell no.
Would be like, you know what, if you are not that, like, if you are attracted to that type of person, I don't want to think of you.
But maybe I'm thinking your inner teen is healed because you have the conscious thought. You're already critically analyzing yourself and saying, if this person existed in real life, I would not go after them. But I feel like what I'm trying to say is, like, if your inner teen isn't healed, you wouldn't have that conscious thought of like, in real life, this person would not translate well in my life. Like, I feel like your inner teen is kind of probably where you're starting. Your teenage years are when you're starting to like, you know, like people seriously and have crushes and like probably date people too and feel comfortable in a relationship. And I think that if you didn't do that, or if you didn't heal your inner teen at that time, when you're an adult, your relationships are reflective of the problems you had when you were a teen.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I feel like you wouldn't have that thought. You know, you'd be like, oh my God, Cassie in real life? Hell yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like Cassie's a little bit easier to pick on because she's like odd. I'm talking about like, okay, A Court of Roses and Thorns is such a popular book online. And there's like 3 guys in this book that everyone simps over on TikTok. Like, I'm low-key on I'm inching on the side of TikTok where people are like talking about these characters as if they're real people. And I actively have to scroll past them because I'm like, I cannot support this. Not because I don't think they're good characters. I was just like, I'm just like not into that, like talking about them as if they're real people. But I feel like if that person existed in real life, like one of their names is Reese. If he existed in real life, I feel like he would be problematic.
What is Reese like?
He's possessive. He's, first of all, he's like the king or the lord of night or whatever. So I just feel like that's a power structure I don't want to be a part of. And he's like buying things for his friends, and like this financial power dynamic I don't really love either. I don't like financial power dynamics in relationships. So I would not go for that. Damn, my inner teen must be healed.
Look at that.
The way I'm talking about this.
Did we just heal our inner
We
teens?
just healed my inner teen right here.
Damn, dude.
Oh my God. Live on camera.
My goodness.
The confetti popper. Her inner teen has been healed. No, honestly. I don't know. No, my inner teen probably has other issues.
No,
but...
yeah. I have more issues.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, you think my inner teen does have other issues? You agreed to that so quickly. He's trying to like...
And on that, no, I'm just kidding.
God, no, I'm just joking.
I mean, we all gotta heal our inner teen.
Yeah.
Everyone does.
Unless you've already done it.
I think most people probably have not.
No, I think a lot of people's inner child is even not healed. I think I've done that though.
Mine's getting there.
Yeah.
My inner teen is...
He's next.
And he's a beast.
He's next.
That man is
I don't need therapy. I need to fight my inner teen.
That man is a beast.
Actually,
he's
I
got
do
a lot
need
of fucked up things that happen to him.
That's who I would fight, my inner teen.
You would?
She makes things so goddamn difficult. Oh my God.
Do you think you and Prithball are kind of have any similarities when you guys are teenagers or no? And that's
What
why
do you
you
mean?
kind of have like, why you get so upset with her kind of sometimes.
I think she's 18. So she's just going through that normal, like, I'm an adult, but not really. So I'm going to make decisions quickly and rashly, but not tell anybody about them or even think through them. You know, I feel like I did that when I was 18 too.
As
And
any of us
as a
did.
result, I fought with my parents too, right? And I think that is a part of your teen rebellion. And you need to have that. Because I feel like closer with my parents than ever. But as an 18-year-old, I was like, I'm never going to get along with my parents. Like, I can't even believe it. What is happening? But no, look at us now.
What do you know? Happy home.
So I think, I don't think it's because we have similarities or differences. I think it's just her stage of life. And I think
She's a great kid.
Yeah, she has good values, kind heart. I think she's just being like mega 18-year-old girl. Mega
Fair.
18-year-old girl going to college, you know? She's only thinking about that.
Fair. That's
As
fair.
she should.
She's moving on with the stage of her life. It's an exciting time.
Yeah.
When I was 18, I was going off to college.
I was like, get me out. I was like, get me out of Middleton.
Oh, man.
I know. And look who moved back. Both of us.
Hey, now.
Hey.
I'm working towards getting out of here
Yeah.
soon. With your help, support the show, as
Yes.
always.
I was like looking, I was like,
What do we have for time?
46.
46.
Whoa!
Wow.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Look at that. Yeah. Well, we'll try to.
I guess real talk, how long do we want to keep these? Like 45 minutes, an hour? Like what's our vibe?
We're just going to have a production meeting at the end of this? Or what?
I mean, you know,
Live production meeting. I think 45 minutes is pretty good.
Yeah, 45 to an hour is kind of the time frame that I
Yeah.
told Alex anyway. So,
I mean, if we feel like this is like a natural, unless you have anything else to say. Another topic.
no, not really. I'm just
I'll write a song and carry us out. We're good.
I'm just overly like overjoyed right now that this is happening.
Yes.
I still can't believe that this is happening. Like it's just
No, I can't either. I'm like not even looking that way because I cannot acknowledge the camera's presence.
again, like this has just been a really like all day. I've just been so excited about this. This is the only thing I've been thinking about,
Yeah.
and it's going to
Get worse.
get worse and get better at the same time because you know what?
Yes.
People enjoy a hot mess, and I'm telling you, this show is on fire. All right,
Yeah. Not literally.
not literally, but
figuratively. In a good way.
It's a hot mess because we enjoy doing it pretty
Yes.
much, and we enjoy talking about ourselves.
No, it's a hot mess because we're hot and
That's true.
the state of the world is a mess.
The state of the world is in dire need of deep cleaning, honestly. But
Time enough.
Say your bit.
This one's gone.
and yeah, so again, thank you guys again for tuning in for the first ever visual podcast. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, thank you for tuning back in. This has been amazing. Simi,
We
Thank
just
you
shook
for-
hands for those who are listening. If you were watching, you would have been able to see it.
yeah. She's a natural at this. I'm still very, very much trying to catch up. But as always, again, thank you so much. Subscribe, like, all that stuff, comment, share it, get it out there. Alex, thank you again for doing this. And as always, say it loud, say it proud, and I'm out.